Hello.
Hi.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Hardly.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Sure, we can.
You can hear me.
I sure can. How you doing, Jim? Jim, where you
Pretty good, pretty good.
where are you broadcasting from this evening or this day?
I've got a bunch of impressions I do of famous people.
All right, what city are you in right now?
What's that?
What city are you located?
San Diego.
San Diego, nice. I like to keep track just because it's kind of fun to see where everybody comes from. We get people from all over the world. And you want to do some time today? We're going to do 3 minutes today. We got a full house.
Okay.
I'm just going to say hi to everybody and make sure everybody wants to perform. I'll be going around. Hi, Janet. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. That's Janet from LA. And let me see. Okay. No worries, Janet. You're good. So, and we're doing 3 minutes each. Let's keep on. We got Strap Up. Strap Up is mobile today. He's not normally mobile.
True.
So this is a treat for us. How you doing, Strap Up?
I'm all right. Yourself?
Good. And Raven, are you are from the Chicago area?
Yes, yes,
How are you? You ready to do some comedy today?
yes.
Sounds
I'm
good.
excited.
Lori, how's South Dakota today?
Hey, you remembered. You know what? This is wild. It's snowing.
Is it really?
Yeah, but only in parts of the neighborhood. It's weird.
Crazy. You know, it's climate change, and the climate's always changing. It always has been. It always has been. We got rainy days and not rainy days. The climate's changing. It changes, and depends where you live. All right, Chad, how are you today?
I am awesome. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing good. Chad, where are you broadcasting from?
West Hollywood.
West Hollywood. Are you going to do some time today?
I am not. I've been lurking in the background. I'm going to do my first ever tomorrow with you.
All right.
Yeah, woo!
No problem, man. No problem.
Yeah.
Don't stress you out. It's all about trying to have fun,
That's what it's about.
which is kind of funny because probably most of us really stress out about it. But you know, we take laughter seriously, if that makes sense.
Yes.
All right, let's see who else we have here. We have Maurice. Maurice, you're still in Virginia?
I'm still in Virginia, just outside DC.
All right. And we have Joe. Joe, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Joe, where are you located?
I am in Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola, Florida. Bingo. Julian's from Pensacola too. Do you guys know each other? Joe, you know Julian?
What's up, Joe?
How's it going? No, I'm originally from. Oh yeah, that's my boy.
Check it out. It's like Love Connection on here. This is amazing.
That's crazy. This is my first ever Zoom call. So
Awesome, dude. You're a little behind the curve, man. What you been doing for the last year?
nothing productive, that's for sure.
I thought it was really funny how last year when everybody got on Zoom, it was like anybody over 50 couldn't connect for like 3 or 4 months.
Consider me pretty much Amish, man.
Amish. That's great. We've never had an Amish comedian, so I think that's a good angle for you. You can do like, don't you hate when you're driving your buggy and the buggy in front of you has its, hey, what's going on? Somebody's sharing, no sharing. Whoopsie.
Somebody's driving in front of you in that oopsie.
Sorry. Let me just get this out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of there. I think it's me. I'm trying to get myself in here. I think it's me.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
I was going to say, doesn't it frustrate you like when you're in your little buggy and the buggy ahead of you has its blinker on going left, but they're never turning left? Man, I hate that when the buggies do that. Sorry, I'm just doing.
I got about 10 minutes on churning butter too, so I'm good.
Churning butter kicks ass.
But you can sell out all those barns.
Barbie, how are you today?
Good. How are you doing, Kevin?
We're doing 3 minutes today. I'm sure you're going to do some today. And Leroy, I like to call you Leroy, but you're not Leroy.
You like to call me Leroy, huh?
I do. It makes it, I feel like it gives it some respect. I don't know why.
Well, I like that respect part, but okay, I'll let you and only you call me Leroy.
And you can call me, you could call me Kevin. All right, same thing. All right, I'll feel good about
like
it.
Frodrick instead of Frederick. Frodrick.
Alan, you're doing some time today, right?
If you have time, yeah.
Well, yes, you have time. We go in the order that people arrive, just so you know. So here's going to be our order today. It's going to be Jimmy R, Leroy Laws, Jim Legakis, Strap Up, Alan, Joe, Janet, Raven, Lori, Maurice, Joe, Barbie, and Julian. That's if we have time for everybody. And now Aaron's here, so he's on here too. So here we go. We've got to get this show rolling, man, because we got a lot of people today. And you know what? I think I can feel the energy. You guys feeling the energy?
Oh, yeah.
Exciting, man. It's exciting. This is what it's all about. Human contact. Here we go. Remember, if you haven't done our open mic, we're going to do 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I'm going to hold up a sign that says 1 minute left. You can finish up at 3 minutes. I'll turn it around and it says that's your time. Don't panic, but try to wrap up your joke. We've got a tight show today, so we got to run kind of a tight show. If you do go on and on like a TED Talk, I'm going to go ahead and fade the music up like it's the Oscars, and we'll watch the orchestra push you off the stage. All right. That's the first thing. Second thing, this is an open mic. Please be respectful. And if something's funny, let some air out. All right. And make yourself at home because you sure as hell are at home.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
All right. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, scientists and lab rats. I don't care who you are, I don't care where you're from, I'm just glad you're here today to laugh a little bit with some of us. Everybody make some noise! When I say make some noise, my head gets red. Man, you guys are making my head red! Don't make my head red! This is exciting, man. This is I'm not sure that there's anywhere on the internet with this incredible of a lineup.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Yeah. I'm not kidding. This is amazing. Lori knows. She's in South Dakota. I never even met anybody in South Dakota. What village do you live in?
I know there was people in South Dakota.
I live right outside of Sturgis. Room, baby.
Sturgis, man. Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's go ahead. We got to get this show rolling because we got 1 million people. Our first performer today, ladies and gentlemen, is a ballet instructor, a vacuum salesperson, and a candy cane maker. Ladies and gentlemen, put your heads together for Jimmy R.
Hey,
Jimmy.
Kevin, thank you very much for that introduction. We're not worthy. We're just not worthy, Kevin. I'll tell you. It's a tough crowd. A bunch of comedians, in the crowd. Always a tough crowd. The laughter is kind of like a little bit of. It goes from a that was funny, to somebody goes a little crazy. Wonder who the crazy one.
He's so horny.
He froze with your mouth open. That looks inviting.
Anybody got any kids? Anything?
Got kids?
6 children. 6 children. That's a lot. I had 5 children. I only wanted 1. But every time my wife answered, announced that she was pregnant again, my friends would say, she caught you passed out on your back again, Jimmy R? Passed out on your back. Yeah. Any birthdays out there? Anybody got any birthdays? Oh, lots of them. Well, there's
a birthday.
20. Yay. Well, happy birthday. Oh, there's an 18-year-old. Happy birthday. A squeaker. God, my last birthday, I said to my wife, we tried all sorts of sexual positions now, but we've never tried that anal sex. I would really like that anal sex. She said, whoa. I said, maybe for my birthday, you could surprise me. She said, oh, okay. I was quite surprised she went along with it. So my birthday came along. She came with a big package, nicely wrapped. And I'm thinking, okay, this is kind of like pre-birthday present. Opened it up and there was a big dildo in there. And I said, what the hell is a big dildo? What's this for? And she said, well, all you got to do is bend over and I'm just going to ram it up your ass a whole bunch of times and see how much you like it. Oh, did I tell you about my wife? She woke up the other morning. We're Canadians, and she put on her old wool socks and her pulled her wool tube down over her eyes. well, we call it a 2-cup here. This is, you guys call it knitting. Pulled it over your eyes and like, where'd everybody go? So anyway, she walks down into the kitchen and died. It was such a blessing.
Oh man. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I guess you heard me say a lot.
Oh man, oh man.
We heard. Yeah, we heard.
We say a lot, about, when we're driving, it's like, instead of like turn left, it's like hang a Leroy, or turn right, it's hang a Roger.
Oh, hang a Leroy.
Kind of confusing. The biggest one is the bathroom. We call it a restroom. You go into a restaurant, hey, where's the restroom? Where's the restroom? And they're like, the what? The restroom. I got to have a leak. I got to drain the rad, which gets it kind of a little bit confusing. And I said, nature's calling. They said, oh, you mean the bathroom? And it's like, boy, lady, if you take much longer, I'm going to certainly need a bath, sort of thing. But anyway, Jimmy R from Canada, West Coast, right by where it's friggin' cold. So thanks. You've been a great audience.
Jimmy from Canada, man, starting off our show talking about anal. It only happens here, folks. It only happens here. And if we're lucky enough, someone else will talk about anal. I'm not gonna put it past you guys. I can see you guys. Some of you guys, and you're ready.
Really? Okay.
Leroy, last time you talked a lot about sex, so I think you're going to go anal too. All right.
I live in WeHo. It's Tuesday morning. It's anal all day.
Yeah, it's Anal Tuesday.
In WeHo.
I love that. We can have a theme on here every week. Anal Tuesday. Okay, let's bring up our next performer. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer is a heart surgeon, played Hamlet, and has spoken to the ghost of Michael Jackson. Please put your hands together for Leroy Live!
Hey, Leroy.
Woo, 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 because I'm the one that they talk about day and night. I get no rest. Like fine wine, I get better with time, and my love is the best. I like tall ones, short ones, black or white, from their head down to their feet. I like them good and hot till the laugh drop. You know why? Because I am a freak. That would be me. Okay, let me tell you about, I was thinking today about my father. He's passed on, and we got real sick. When he got real sick and he was in the hospital, and I went there one day and he was laying up and I was doing things for him, and he was trying to get that little urinal thing that you got to piss in. So he's trying to reach it, but he's really weak and he doesn't really have the strength. So he says, get that. I gotta use the bathroom. Get it for me. Get it. So I'm getting the thing, and now I'm not used to grabbing my daddy's dick. But that's my daddy. So he said, grab my dick, I gotta piss. And I'm like, oh no, daddy. He said, grab the damn dick. I grab my daddy's damn dick and I start choking that chicken. He said, why? He said, that was good, son. I said, daddy, you awful damn nasty. He said, guess what? One day, somebody's gonna be grabbing your dick because you won't be able to grab your dick. I'm like, what the hell? And speaking of dicks, let me tell you, I got my COVID shot yesterday, my second shot. Yeah. So I pulled in to the tent that they have you pull in, and the lady said, oh, it's your second shot. I said, yeah. And she said, so what happened with the first one? And I said, oh, it really was amazing. My arm swelled up a little bit, but it was cool. She said, okay, yeah, that happens, but it's not a big deal. So she turned around. She said, I guess we're gonna do the same thing. And I said, yeah. She turns around to get the needle. When she turns back to me, I got my damn pants down with my dick out. And she said, what the hell are you doing? And I said, well, last time it swelled up, my arm swelled up. So I figured if you give me that damn needle in my dick can swell up. And she said, are you crazy? And I said, no. So she shoots me with that damn needle in my dick. Then she says, okay, you got to pull down there for at least 10 or 15 minutes, because if you have a reaction, just beat the horn. Just beat the damn horn. So I pull down there, and all of a sudden, I'm going beep, 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 just beeping the horn, beeping the horn. The lady runs down there. My dick is the one that's beeping the horn. My dick goes up. My dick is beeping on the horn. And she said, oh, shit. I said, that's what I said, oh, shit. Now, you say this shot is good for like at least to get in the system for 2 weeks. I'm gonna use this motherfucking dick as quick as I can. As quick as I can. Ain't that some shit about a dick? I think I stunned you. I think I'm looking at Raven. She's like, oh, Raven, do you get much dick?
Do I get much dick? Is that
Well, see, I'm not a personal type of guy. I just want to know, do you get much dick?
Well, I've lived in Boys Town, Chicago, and then West Hollywood, so the answer would be no.
I got hurt.
You really don't know what you're missing. The dick is the trick.
Red hot. We've went from anal to penis.
Yeah.
We
And
really cover some topics here. It's amazing. Give Leroy a big round of applause.
Leroy giving a whole new meaning to needle dick.
Comes from San Diego. He was the subject of numerous documentaries. He plays bluegrass cello, and he was scouted by the California Angels. Please put your hands together for Jim Ligakis.
Hey, how you doing?
All right,
I'm going to reel off a
Jim.
bunch of impressions. I hope everybody can bear with me. Here's Howard Cosell interviewing Muhammad Ali. Again, Howard Cosell, speaking of sports. Last night, Madison Square Garden, Muhammad Ali, a shadow of his former self, did undeniably, irrevocably annihilate George Foreman. Muhammad, tell us about it. Well, Howard, I was floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. The hands can't see what the eyes can't be. Muhammad, who was your toughest opponent? Oh, Joe Frazier. Now I'll do the presidents. Ronald Reagan. Well, there you go again. I will not let my opponent's age influence this election. Barack Obama. If you like your doctor, why, you can keep him. If you like your health insurance, why, you can keep it too. Richard Nixon. Oh, you want to know? Oh, you want to know? I'll tell you. No more Trekkie Dicky. No more Richard Nixon to kick around anymore. George Herbert Walker Bush. I'm going to get you. No more broccoli. Bruce Lee. Be like water, my friend. Be like water. Remember, never take your eye off your opponent.
I like that.
An Irish bartender. Yes, they're serving you Guinness Stout, and we're going to do it again and again. A Greek waiter on Santorini. I like to help you. I'll hit the fish if you like the gyro sandwich. You don't like the gyro sandwich, I don't give you the fish then. An ISIS fighter on the plains of Afghanistan. I only want to be your friend. I only want to be your friend. Ed Sullivan.
Oh.
Right here tonight on a show, fine movie star, right here. You want to know? You want to know? Get over here, honey. Hey, guys. Oh, God, I'm getting nervous here.
Do Leroy.
Martin Luther King. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. W.C. Fields. Oh, yes. I like my beer. I like my beer. Come along sometime. Groucho Marx.
Oh.
I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How it got there, I'll never know. And running out of people here.
You Mike Tyson.
Can't do Mike Tyson. Let's see. I worked on Trump. Haven't done a good job on him yet. I can get the voices though. Let's see.
Do Greg Dean.
Are you taking requests?
Do Greg Dean.
Settle down.
I could do my grandfather. My grandfather. He's from Greece. I like to help you. I help to drink my ouzo, but I have getting very old and I sometimes urinate on my pants. I don't want to do it, but I have to because I'm 92.
That was spot on, man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And
you got to do some that aren't in the 1900s, man. In the
name a
thousands.
couple people, I'll do them. Let's see. Martin Luther King.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. All right, give Jim a round of applause, man.
Martin Luther King, let's see, again. I have a dream today. I have a dream today. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty.
I shall not be interrupted by time. I shall not care.
Calm down, Jim. Got to calm down. I appreciate your enthusiasm. You got to pay attention to the leader of the show. That's just how it goes. It's not that big of a deal. All right, we're going to bring our next performer up. Ladies and gentlemen, this next...
It's not finished yet.
Our next performer is a helicopter pilot. He breeds California condors and can hold the world record for his breath on water. Put your hands together for Strap Up.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay. Happiness and unicorns and shit like that. Yeah, I don't know if I could do a 2-minute joke, but yeah, so obviously we're just gonna go through and get some old-fashioned roast. Jim, wait, it was Jim, right? Yeah. Thank you, kind sir, for providing us with those impressions of the greatest hits from like the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I would love to say that I could recognize some of those voices, but hey, you know what? Hey, 45% ain't bad. It's not bad at all, sir. I was hoping that you would like get into something more recent like Moses or Caligula. I don't know. Jane, you said that you were from, I think Jane was from South Dakota, right? Was it Jane who said she's from South Dakota? Lori's from South Dakota. I'm sorry about that. Lori's from South Dakota. I didn't even know that South Dakota was still a thing. Are you still part of the states, or how does that work? Are you still here? Does you got like a monthly rollover plan, month to month? How does that work out with you guys?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
That's okay. We'll figure it out. But don't worry, your spot is safe as long as Mississippi is still part of the 50 states. You're safe. Okay. But once they go, know that you're pretty close to being next. Chad. I think it was Chad. I don't see him anymore. Oh, there you are. You said this is your first Zoom call. Was that you?
Yes. Yeah. No, not my first Zoom call. That was somebody else.
Oh, okay. Somebody has said this is their first Zoom call. I'm not sure where that person went.
It's mine. Mine.
Joe. Who said that?
Joe.
What the hell is a Joe? Joe, there he is. Your first Zoom call. That's weird, buddy. I guess I somewhat understand. You know, Pornhub doesn't have really a Zoom link in it, so I get that. I get that 100%.
You hit it right on the
head. No, believe you me, I've tried to get them to add it, so that wasn't a diss. I've tried. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me on YouTube, and we can figure out some things so we can get them to add that. Leroy, last week you talked about how great your mom sucked dick. I just want to be sure that we all catch everybody up to what was happening. This week, you talked about jerking off your father. Now I have to know the family dynamics in your household because it sounds like some weird stuff was going on. And then you said that you had to grab your daddy's dick and it was your first time. And apparently being 60 something, you're a little late in the game to be, grabbing your daddy's dick. If you were going to get fondled, that's usually something that happens somewhere around 5 or 6, maybe in the back of the yard, in the Catholic church confessional. I don't know. Okay. You know what? I'm glad that you all had a chance to share that experience. I don't think a lot of people are able to say that they had that. Also, I think you gave us also a first. I'm pretty sure that this is the first time that like a group of people have taken part in sexual harassment. I'm not sure. I just felt like I felt like I was Me Too when you asked Raven what her dick intake was. I was a little nervous. I was really hoping that she didn't answer that question. You know what? I'm going to move on just in case I get indicted. I don't want to have to justify.
Because you really want to ask it. That's why.
You know what? I plead the fifth. I plead all of the numbers. I plead the entire Constitution. Jimmy Jimmy, you were the one, Jimmy R. You were the one who was begging. You were begging us to Photoshop our dick in your mouth when you paused at that long, awkward rest. It was hilarious. And then you start talking about anal for your birthday. Sir, I'm glad that you got fisted. Congratulations, everybody. I'm done.
Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Just threw up in my mouth.
All right, strap up.
No, man. We always enjoy Strap Up, but it's still it's the first time I've ever heard the term dick intake. Intake. I mean,
That's the technical term.
You got to step up. You need to start a dictionary, man, and it can be vacationary.
I see what you did there. I see.
Yeah, see, I'm sharp. I live on the edge of town. Okay, here we go. Let's bring up the next performer. The next performer was born during the Great Depression. Not the country's, but his mother's. Ladies and gentlemen, Cosell.
Hey. Hi, everybody. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going for Alan Salzbank. Hey. Who the hell is he? Anyway, I'm so happy I set up Zoom in my office. Now I don't have to perform in my bedroom anymore. I had this great picture of my wife put into this beautiful silver frame. I'm going to surprise her and mount her on the dresser.
Ooh.
Player.
You're gonna mount on.
I love that scene. It's just, you've all seen it. It's in every single movie where the guy picks up the girl, plops her down on the kitchen counter while she's undoing his belt. After a couple of glasses of wine, I convinced my wife, this will be fun. Let's try it. Well, let me tell you, I'm not as big as I used to be, and I'm not nearly as strong as I used to be. Now there's a whole drawer of silverware we can't use anymore.
All righty, that's a goodie.
I did, thanks. I did try Viagra once. Problem is I kept checking the clock every 10 minutes. I'm looking at the clock every 10 minutes to make sure my erection didn't last longer than 4 hours. Eventually I fell asleep. When I woke up, I had a stiff neck. Because of the virus, I spent a lot of time doing jigsaw puzzles. I quit after the last one, portrait of Vincent van Gogh. I finished the whole puzzle only to find out that there was a piece of his ear missing. They say that Van Gogh gave part of his ear as payment to a French prostitute. She wanted money, but Van Gogh wouldn't hear of it.
That's pretty smooth. That's pretty smooth.
Without jigsaw puzzles, I needed a new hobby to kill some time. My friends told me to buy one of those coloring books for grown-ups. Apparently, they don't sell them in adult bookstores. But I kill hours a day searching anyway. My wife became addicted to online porn. It's soft porn, though. Her Pinterest is full of pictures of colorful throw pillows and comforters. I did finally get out of the house and drove to upstate New York. Anybody been in upstate New York? We found the cutest little town called Fonda. It's named after a Dutch ancestor of Henry and Jane Fonda. There's not much to do there, but they have this great slogan. We're Fonda, New York. I decided, 1 minute left. Okay, I decided I feel sorry for coleslaw. Yeah, coleslaw is like the popular but homely girl at every wedding. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Main course is like the bride. Everybody's drooling over her. The coleslaw, like the bridesmaid, she's just sitting there hoping to be noticed. She might hang out with the potato salad and dinner roll for a while, but let's face it, when the party's over, no one's taking coleslaw home with them. Now I have a whole new appreciation for what coleslaw goes through. Caught my wife throwing out a container of coleslaw just the other day, and I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I tossed it because it was bitter." I said, "It's understandable. Wouldn't you be also?" Okay. So went to get my first, I'll skip that one. Now I'm back to, wait, still can't go anywhere. So now I'm back to jigsaw puzzles. What's that?
Leave us on a big one, all right? A real good one. Here we go.
That's right. Still can't go anywhere, so it's back to jigsaw puzzles. Just finished one of a French whorehouse. When it was finished, I was so excited. I found Van Gogh's ear. Okay.
Okay.
That's
okay. This is from other centuries. This is insane here, man.
Throwback comedy.
About history. Alan was talking about how Viagra,
Alan.
you're supposed to, tell your doctor if you have an erection that lasts 4 hours. If I ever have an erection that lasts 4 hours, I'm fucking telling everybody.
That's right. That's right.
It's gonna be 2:30 in the morning though.
Yeah, that's probably true. All right, let's just keep the show going. This is really exciting. Our next performer, ladies and gentlemen, he wears his heart on his sleeve and spaghetti sauce on his shirt, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Mr. Joe Walters.
Woo-hoo!
Right, Joe.
Happy 420, my comedy brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strap up. You're coming pretty hard with it, man. I'm gonna start calling you Strap On.
Thank you.
Part of being 420, man, people be smoking, getting the munchies and hitting the drive-through, which is cool. Unless your car window doesn't roll down on the driver's side, which is what I'm going through. And sometimes I'll legit forget that it doesn't work, and I'll come in there and I'll be like, okay, boss, I'll take an order. I go to roll it down. I just panic. I need to prepare for that type of embarrassment. I just pull off, get out of there. But when I do go through it, it's not so bad ordering. You can order through the crack of the door. But when you got to go up and get your food and open the door and get out of your car, you know how embarrassing that is? Some of you guys might not have gone through that. It's pretty rough, especially since, I don't clean out my car a lot. So when I open the door, some stuff falls out of it. And it's not something cool like a Rolex or like Air Jordans. No, it's more like a bottle of piss that's been in there for 2 weeks. An emergency. I had, hey, don't judge me. Sometimes you can't stop. So, the drive-through lady knows it's pee. The people behind me know it's pee because Aquafina's not making any kind of apple juice flavors. So in my panic, I go to pick it up and I kick it under the car behind me. Now, I'm all for more pollution and a clean earth, but that bottle of piss was dead to me. I'm not getting on my hands and knees in a drive-through to get that bottle of piss. It's done. So paid and got out of there, man. But the messed up thing about it is when I paid, the price of my meal was more than what it would have cost to fix my window. So it's I got to get my priorities straight. Shit. The rap game. What was that?
Damn, what was that?
I just got interrupted by a Dr. Dre concert. I'm in this group family text with my family, older uncles and aunts and stuff, and I can't get out of it because my phone doesn't give me the option. And I can't be honest to them and be like, your guys' stuff is boring. The only reason I'm in this in the first place is I got $75 on grandma in a death pool, and I want to be able to keep a track on that. So, when I get text messages, my phone gives me a preview at the top of the screen, the first 6 or 7 words of it. And I don't know how to get rid of that. Do you know how hard it is to beat off to internet porn when your Aunt Ruby's texting you about potato salad and stuff? It's impossible, man. And that'll start off a chain reaction of all my uncles answering her questions, stuff like that. And it's I'm done. My boner's done. What am I going to go back to using my imagination like a caveman? Not a barbarian. That's terrible. So I don't ruin my internet porn. And I thought, Raven, I don't know if you know this, but if a guy starts that and he doesn't finish, some shit is about to go down. I'm pretty sure that's why Hitler invaded Poland, He was
Sorry, keep going.
That's good. Who's interrupting my beating? I'm trying to back off here. Now we'll invade Poland. That's how all great wars start. Not being able to come.
True. Facts.
Walters! Joe, where you located?
All right, Joe. Good job.
Joe, where are you located?
I'm in Pensacola. Originally from Chicago, moved to Pensacola.
I wrote that down. Pensacola, you're over with Julian. That's awesome. This is exciting. You're talking about being embarrassed because you couldn't roll your window down. I used to have a car where the door was held shut by a bungee cord. So driving through the drive-through was just as awkward. But the funnest thing to do was to act like there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
Make it seem like it's normal.
It's so much fun. All right, here we go. Let's get our next performer. The next performer is gifted with the knowledge of the exact location of every food item in the supermarket. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Janet Stewart.
Kevin, I hate supermarkets, but all right. Anybody play a sport?
Not on purpose.
Yeah. What do you play? What sport?
Well,
Football.
Well, Jen, I play football.
All right, good.
Tennis.
Yeah.
I play tennis.
Curling.
They all count. They all count. So I'm white, female.
Really?
And I play golf. I know. You're thinking that's pretty unusual, right? You know, I happen to love golf. I really love it. There's fresh air, there's beautiful trees. Hey, sir, did you want to take my time? Because you can have it if you'd really like it. Okay, I'm going to continue. Thank you so much for your feedback. I like golf because there's fresh air and there's beautiful trees and there's none of that astroturf. And my favorites, of course, are martinis. You know, because I like to relax. I like to calm down before I hit my next shot of vodka. Because after that, I don't care where that damn ball goes, you know. Does anybody own a Fitbit? Yeah, I have a new Fitbit, top of the line. Turns out she's really passive aggressive, which I'm used to. My mother's that way. You know, first thing this morning, she says to me, tomato juice. Oh, that's so good for you. But what's with all the vodka? Oh dear. I wouldn't get on the scale if I were you. You know you haven't worked out. Then I start to put my makeup on this morning and she said, you look tired today. Even your laugh lines are frowning. Thank you. I see the 1 minute. Honey, don't walk. Run and get that Botox done. So when I'm at the golf course though, and I reach 50,000 feet, she is so excited. She says, wonderful, you're a badass. You know, tears even come out of the watch. But back at home, she says it again. 50,000 steps. You have to do better next time. Anyhow, thanks for letting me run my new stuff. You've all been wonderful. And I am Janet Stewart.
Hey, Janet.
Hi, Janet. Go ahead, Janet.
All right, Janet.
Keep chasing those little balls, Janet. Them white balls. Keep chasing them.
Damn it, Janet.
All right, we're going to keep this going. We got a few people that came in after, so we're going to bring them up if we have the time. So let's go ahead and bring up our next performer, ladies and gentlemen. This performer has earned fame in international botany circles for her deft floral arrangements. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Raven!
Thank you. Thank you. That was such a complimentary introduction, but you forgot my anal fencing team on the Rings of Saturn.
I'm writing that down.
So I'm Raven, Dame of the Fairy Underdogs. I like to call myself. Welcome again to the Zoom Mic of Stars. Due to the pandemic, I've been feeling very scared for my future. I climbed onto the bus to the nearest metropolitan area serial killer career fair day. This is a collaboration between the city, the Executive Office of Crap Attempts at Job Creation, and eHarmony.com. It will feature a job fair and employment events at the city's most abandoned landfill sites. The mayor noted the competitive edge of a skilled serial killer labor force in today's global economy. The Commonwealth's 990,000 sidewalk trash bags and dumpsters are valuable resources that residents need to know about. Whether they are wife beaters exploring new career options or the local meat factory looking to hire. Career Day provides us with a citywide venue to let people know about the resources available to them and their hunt for the perfect occupation and the good work taking place in the alleyways between where we live. Examples of employer representatives who will be on hand to meet with potential employees are Mensa and taxidermists.
Stop it. Stop it.
The Career Fair Day comes after the announcement of economic data that shows an increasing number of job vacancies in the South Bronx. And more employers are looking for serial killers with a PhD or higher. In addition to the job fair, accomplished death row inmates at Rikers Island, we'll be hosting informational Q&As for applicants. Topics include how to select a newsworthy nickname that reminds fans of a Burger King sandwich, what employers need to know about your rigor mortis executive accomplishments, and tips on writing off night vision goggle expenses on your taxes. Times are obviously tough, but darkness into lighthearted. I can show you a stone-walled world, flashlights shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, when did you last let your heart burn aside? I can show you my crazy eyes, take you wonder by wonder, upside down and blindsided ways under on a magic carpet ride. It's a whole new stone-walled world, a dazzling place I never miss new. And from way down here, it's Camp Crystal Lake clear that you're in a whole new stone-walled world with me. Yeah, you're in a whole new stone-walled world with me. Thank you. That's my time.
All right,
They got
ladies.
good consoles.
Hey, Raven.
All right.
With us, man. That was fun. I think that you don't have a boyfriend right now because you killed him. That's what I think. I think that might be the case. All right, I'll keep this thing going. Keep this thing going on. Keep it going. Keep it going. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer single-handedly defended a small village from a horde of ferocious army ants using only a hoe and a large glass of water. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Laurie Steadman!
Thank you, Kevin, for that wonderful introduction. I moved away from my family of origin about 30 years ago, and I had to go to therapy because I was having some trouble. So apparently we me included, come from a very dysfunctional family, apparently. Now, I didn't know that going in, but they told me that when I was in therapy. So I took their therapy. I was in there for about 10 years, and now I'm all better. I don't have any dysfunction at all. I'm all okay. I've moved back to where my family lives now, and there's a lot of them. So now I'm thinking I want to find a therapist that will undo the therapy because none of them have had any therapy. I want to put the genie back in the bottle. This one time we were driving across Montana. We're out in the middle of nowhere, and I got to pee so bad, so bad. So we finally find a gas station. We pull in there. I open the door, and there's a bathroom right in front of me that's open. So I'm like, whoa. So I run in there, close the door. I get ready to pull my pants down, and I realize that the lid on the toilet is up. So I put it down, and I go to the bathroom because I got to go real, real bad. I come out of the bathroom, and there are two men standing right there, just kind of pulling one of these. And I said, excuse me, did I just go into the men's room? And they said, yeah, you did. I said, well, I'll just go back in there and put the toilet lid back up where I found it then.
Manners, yeah.
Okay, she's so nice.
I've known a couple of vegans. Now, vegans are people that only eat vegetables. Now, these people, they've been hit with a dumb stick. Just a dumb stick. Okay, so vegetables grow out of the ground, outside in the open air, like wheat and barley and tomatoes, and birds fly over and they poop. And the bees are animals too, I think, and they actually pollinate stuff. And then the wheat, they actually pile it up into great big piles. And no, they don't have like mice fence around there. No. The mice can just go in and just do their thing. Okay. Those are the ones that grow out of the ground. Let's talk about the ones that grow in the ground. These are your carrots, potatoes, onions. Do you know where dirt comes from? No, it's not volcanoes. Unless you're in Iceland or Hawaii, not so much. Dirt is actually decomposed dead animals and decomposed animal poop. And then in the dirt, you have worms. Worms live in there and grubs. And they eat dirt and then they poop. And that's where your carrots are coming from. So being a vegan doesn't really make sense. And then you got the people called pescatarians. Now these are strange cats. These guys eat all fish, but no meat. I'll just let that marinate for a second. Okay, so here we go. Hold on, here it comes. Fish are just carrots that grow in water. Because all dead fish die in the water they live in, and they poop in the water they live in, and they pee in the water. They're just carrots.
Another one, we all full of
Very,
shit.
ladies and gentlemen.
Do I have more time?
No, you went over.
Well, we found out we all are full of shit now.
Sea carrots. That's kind of a cool one. I gotta write that down.
Gotta write that down. That's good stuff.
Down. All right, check it out. Let's bring up our next person, our next performer, ladies and gentlemen. Our next performer comes to us. He'll give you in length what he lacks in depth, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Maurice.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. And there's a lot of black there in depth. How's everybody doing? I'm Maurice Brown. And, I tell you guys, men have got to step their game up. It's just that simple. Ladies, I'm sure you would agree with that. Okay. God in the garden, he created Adam. He looked down and said, I better get that guy a woman or he's going to burn my garden down. So he created Eve. Let's have a round of applause for all the ladies, guys. Let's clap it up for the ladies, guys. We couldn't make it without the ladies. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'll tell you right now, I'm married to a beautiful lady from Brazil. And I tell you, if I were not married to her, I can tell you what I'd be doing right now. And I mean right now.
Jerking off.
Well, not so much. I'd be chasing these Pokemon things around. Which is worse than that. Anyway, so now we need these ladies. We couldn't make it without them. It's just that simple. We got to have the ladies in our life. Now, my wife, when she married me, she did not realize how sick American men are, Alan. She didn't realize that. Like football. We're obsessed with football. We got to watch football. We're dating. She comes to my room when we're dating. She says, honey, let's go. Get this, you guys. Honey, let's go outside. You guys are not going to believe it. Let's go outside and take pictures of nature.
She bumped the head.
Yeah. I said, babe, you know what? You're in luck. Come on in here. I'm watching nature, as a matter of fact, right now. You're going to love it. Sit down right here. You're going to love this nature. It's the Bears versus the Lions.
Ah. Oh, yeah, I like it.
She did not like that, ladies and gentlemen. You can understand that. Here, I actually realized that I am sick. I went out because what's wrong with taking pictures on a beautiful day with a beautiful lady? That's normal. I realized that I learned to love nature. And I also learned that I didn't want to wake up in the morning with a linebacker. I don't want to do that. Here's the deal. And I'm going to get out of here, Kevin. I know I've only got a few seconds left, but I got to tell you right now, the one thing that men don't do is play football very well. Most men that watch football, they never play. Or they rode the bench, or they wanted to go to the NFL and they didn't make it.
Yep.
Okay. I know. I was one of those guys. Actually, I was on my way to the NFL, to be totally honest with you, until I blew my knee out in kindergarten.
Sure.
Ended everything. You guys have been a great audience. I'm Maurice Brown. May the peace of Christ be with you, your family. Thank you and God bless.
All right, Maurice. All right.
And that's all about it. Kindergarten, man.
Kindergarten, man. Kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
On my way, Kevin.
Kindergarten is brutal, man. Some of those kids in kindergarten, they suffer from concussions, and it's horrible.
Oh, it is. It's terrible.
Wearing better helmets. I think all kids in kindergarten should be wearing a helmet.
They should.
I don't know why. This sounds fun to me. I don't know. All right, check it out. Let's get our next performer. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer is a woman who has seen it all but has understood very little of it. Ladies and gentlemen, put together for Barbie Jean Oldo.
Thank you. I really wish you would play some New Kids on the Block for my intro, but whatever. I'm from the exotic part of America, Alabama. I wasn't your typical high school student. I made it past 12 without getting knocked up. Bonus points for me.
Oh, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I didn't date much in high school for 2 reasons. 1, herpes. 2, babies. Or worse, relationships. So I didn't date in high school, unless you want to count that department store manager that was a closeted gay. And he gave me hickeys on my neck. And I attempted to cover them up by wearing a turtleneck sweater in August. So my mother noticed something was wrong. Hey, hun, why are you wearing a sweater? It's 90 degrees out. What? You got a hickey? No, Mom, no hickey. What? You got laid? What? Did you guys have an orgy? No, Mom, no orgy. What? You were in a gangbang? That's my girl. That's how I met your father. I actually did go on a date the other night with this guy I knew in high school. And, first date in years, okay? I went on some other dates in my adult life. Well, I wouldn't exactly call them dates, more like clients. But yeah, ooh, prostitute.
Come on down, the price is right.
But this was an actual date. Me and this guy had very authentic Chinese food. Best sushi of my life. And we ate at a really nice restaurant, Walgreens. I saw them in it. So I got to know this guy. We had a very stimulating conversation. So, nice van out there. Oh, you live in it. Great. So how many kids do you have? 6. Wonderful. So you're divorced. Oh, you sleep with your ex on the weekends. Perfect. I love your tattoos. The one with the swastika is my favorite. Oh, drug addict, huh? Oh, what's your drug of choice? Everything. Great. So listen, before I go, I just want to say I'm a pretty staunch feminist, but if I have the courage to get in this guy's white, beat-up rapist van, then I deserve to have my meal paid for. Don't you think? Okay.
I think so.
Barbie Jean, man. Barbie Jean.
Barbie, great girl. Go ahead.
All right, Barbie.
Part of the earth where it's sunset, or it might actually be sunrise. I'm not sure. I can't really tell whether she's on the east or the west. All right, let's bring up the next performer. This guy. I know this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pensacola, Florida. This next performer. Did you want to do some, Julian?
Yeah. I thought Chad was first though, but
no, Chad's chilling today. So this next performer believes the best years of his life were the 10 years that occurred between 29 and 30 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pensacola, Julian Sales.
Thank you. What's up, Joe? You fucker. I don't know
Going on,
with
brother?
that Mexican hat on, but you're obviously celebrating 420. So happy 420, everyone. Hey, y'all got like a weed reward system for yourself? Like sometimes whenever you wake up early, you you gotta reward yourself a little bit. Get a little token before work. Sometimes whenever you show up at work early, you know, you gotta reward yourself. And then when you get back home and you realize the dog hadn't shit in the floor, you gotta reward the fucking dog too. So, but you can't do it with weed, right? That's animal abuse. That's 7-year felony. You gotta make it fair to the animal, right? You gotta do it with spice, because that way they can talk back to you, you know. Great conversations. No, so I've been thinking about like this new category on Pornhub, right? You know, some people are in. I hope my mom doesn't see this. Some people, some people are into like that cuckolding thing, where like the guy watches his girl get drilled out, right? Well, I want to create like a new category called straightened out. Okay, it's where 2 lesbians invite a dude in to straighten one of them out, right? And so like she's just sitting there like, oh yeah, you like being a straight little slut, don't you? Yeah, straighten that bitch out, you know. I don't know. Anyways, that's weird. Let's see. moving on. So I've been here in Florida now for like 3 years. I'm originally from bumfuck Alabama, right? Which y'all don't know what bumfuck means. Is out in the sticks, boy, you know, which doesn't really make sense because I've never seen 2 bums fucking in the woods ever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to the city for that shit. So anyways, that's why I came to Pensacola and to watch bums fuck, and they are rampant out here, boy. Anyway, so y'all ever heard of the 2002 Tampa airplane crash? That's good. And y'all like banks at all? That's good. So this guy by the name of Charles Bishop, he's 15 years old, stole a Cessna 172 and drove that bitch into the side of a Bank of America, right? Wow. In his suicide letter, he was inspired by the 9/11 attacks, and in his suicide letter, he praised Osama bin Laden, you know. And dude, like, first, Florida's been weird ever since I moved here, like I said. And where else does a 15-year-old steal a fucking airplane? All right. Secondly, what's a 15-year-old got against a bank? He can't even own a bank account yet. He doesn't even know about the overdraft fees, flipping, oh, you can only cash half your check. Oh, you got to use their ATMs if you use anybody else's ATMs. Oh, yeah, then you get another fee. You know, it sounds like a cult to me. Fuck regions, by the way. And yeah, so you should have hit a region. I hate regions, man. They are horrible right now. Anyways, moving on. If he was really inspired by the 9/11 attacks, and his stupid ass only damaged one room in the building, right, and killed himself. That's it. He didn't kill anybody else, right? If he was really inspired by the attacks of 9/11, he would have went into an unoccupied room and set up C4, right? No conspiracy theorists here? Okay. Go Bush. Anyways, thank you guys. My name is Julian Sales. Y'all give it up for your host, Kevin Comstock.
All right,
Julian.
You killed it, Julian.
Check it out, guys. I hope you had as much fun as I did.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, if you guys didn't suck, it wouldn't be fun for me. It would be a total drag. So I just want to thank each and every one of you. Let's talk about what we learned, because we learned a lot.
Sure did.
We learned about a Canadian wife that gives anal sex. We learned about it's good and hot to the last drop in grabbing daddy's dick. Upgrading our screen with a bunch of old references, and I like my beer. We learned about impressions of Moses and Caligula, and Pornhub does not have a Zoom link. We learned about mounting your wife on the dresser, and that coleslaw is a bridesmaid of foods. We learned about beating off when Aunt Ruby texts, and how your boner's done. We learned about passive-aggressive Fitbit, laugh lines frowning. We learned about anal fencing, serial killer career fairs, carrots grown in poop, fish or sea carrots, sick American men, and bears versus lions is nature. It's not football. We learned about closeted gays that give hickeys and gangbanging to meet a spouse. And we also learned that Pornhub needs a category called straighten out. And we learned that if we want to see fuck, we need to go to the city because bums don't fuck in the country. I don't know what that is, but that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys. I put in the chat, we've got some classes coming up. If you want to join our classes, they're coming up free intro. Other than that, I hope you have a great week.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, Kevin. Hey, what's Greg Dean's advice again or whatever?
You want Greg Dean's advice? Okay.
Yeah, what was that again?
The 5 most
worthy
things.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
Most